Hello, Frank here. This is now some easy video which shall show you what fractals are, to give you some very simple and easy impression. This fractal, what you hear, is the most famous, and it's called Mandelbrot, and it's based on a very simple formula. I wrote them above, and all what you see here is not art, it is just the visualization of mathematics, of the calculation results. So I can zoom inside here, and this black area is not interesting. Interesting is this area which is around, and I just zoom for some part. So let's go on. I'm going here, and while I'm zooming, you already see that the surface here is surrounded by another part of this. And when I zoom a little bit more inside, you also can see this, and you see that there are structures inside. I take now this branch here. You see here already that here is a structure inside. It is like a spiral with 3 arms, yeah? And I'm going a little bit inside these structures, and you also see that this pattern is that you have similar patterns here inside. Here you have now 4 arms, and when I'm going deeper inside the structures, you see that all these patterns are repeating. And remember, all what you see is mathematics. What you see is no artwork. And if you look to the shape, how they look, they are looking all kind of similar, but they are all similar, but they are not equal. So you see all these shapes here are repeating. Here's the 4-star shape. Here's this, what we saw this before. Here you can see what is here in smaller is here very similar and a little bit bigger. I go back, and you see here this structure is here a little bit the same, and here repeating this similar, and here repeating similar. So it's not only this 4 repeating. I can go in here, and you see here is repeating this 4-arm shape, and here's repeating this shape again. And I go inside deeper now in here, and we see new things are coming up, and we have repeating the same shapes. Here's the 4-arm. Here is, well, there is more arms like before, and here's again, and we go in, and again we see similar structures. Here with the 4 arms, here with more arms, and we can go in deeper and deeper and deeper, and we can go in as deep as the calculation, the numbers of the computers can calculate it. This it is limited by the software, because we're doing it in real time fast. And here you see the same again, 4 and more, and 4 and more, and it all looks similar, like you have oak trees, and you have an oak tree and with a lot of leaves, and every leaf is looking similar, but you will not find two equal ones. And this is what you see here. You have repeating structures. I stay now on the point, and I'm zooming now back, and you can see that really these structures we were deep inside, and it is always the same pattern repeating, or a similar pattern repeating. And each pattern is unique, is typical for some area from this formula where we are. I'm going now completely out and going to some, you see, we are we are very high back now, and we still have again the 4 arms and the more arms pattern what we already had before. So I'm now going, I just zoom back and I have the 4 arms pattern, and here you have complete figures like the big one we started with, and we're going back now to see this big one. You see, now we're coming back to the bigger structures, and we're almost done with this, and I'm gonna put this up because right now we're going here into this point. This is very interesting. Here are very nice things to see, and we are now going deep inside. Okay, I must give a little bit time to the computer to calculate it. You see, computer has a lot of job to a lot of work to do with this, but I think already we're going now. Let's look where's the good point. I think maybe here in this area somewhere we're going now inside. Oh, yes. And now you see we are still a little bit outside, and you see here the spiral structures, and you see here these structures, how they go inside to some center, and we're going inside a little bit. We're just going inside and look around these structures. They are all looking similar, but nothing, they are not equal. You will not find equal of them. And we're going inside. And it's repeating, repeating, repeating. So by this, we're now coming close to the border of the what the computer, this program can do. And it's you can repeat this endless, and this is what is done in this in this world. Okay, now I think I'm still the computer is still calculating and making, and we can go a little bit deeper inside, and then we will find some point where it's just we don't see this. So we have now when we went inside this picture into here, we had billions of these points, of these patterns, each unique, and this is how this world is. You have a lot of similar patterns, but they are only similar. Everyone is unique. And now I'm zooming back, and because I want to show something else. In this point, this was just going down in this point a little bit. Okay. Now I'm just going here. I'm not going to the center. I'm just taking out some point here, wherever, to go in. And you see, this structure we saw in bigger before, and you see other similar structures like this, let's call it the deep hole, are coming out now in the side. And we just go a little bit inside, and we see here this and this. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper here. And you can already see here, again we have the spiral structures, and here similar but not equal structures. And I go a little bit back, and you can see here you have, and here you have again similar structures. Here you find another complete, a little bit different Mandelbrot object. And if you go now to different parts of this object, I don't know if the software can really do it, you will find very different structures from this again. We will see this, if the software is able to manage this. But you already see this is now looking very different from the location we have seen before. Yeah, we are now at the borders, what the computer can do in real time. So I'm going back from this point to the structures we have seen before. As you see, you saw this is now back the spirals, but also we can look, and remember, we adjust all the time. We just see the visualization of calculation results of a very simple formula. It is not art what we see, it is just mathematics what we see. And we're going just inside here some of these arms, and you have much of these spirals. You have similar structures again, and also we can go in these structures if it's not, if we don't have, yeah, you see. So if I go into some other point now and try to look, 2 minutes left, or I make a second video just with zooming to show a little bit. This is the same formula, and we go to another point of the same formula. Now you see when we're coming back how deep we were inside. I'm still on the same point. The mouse is still on the same point, and I'm still on the same point. I'm still on the same point. Okay, let the computer calculate now. Now I'm okay, going back. I'm just going a little bit to the side here. I'm zooming in. And we get completely different structures. You see, now I have here the star structures. I'm going a little bit to the side of the star structures, and I see triple star structures. And I'm going to the side, and again I'm seeing a completely different structure. Like it's but different, but similar. It in itself, it is similar. I'm going here. I see this structure, and I can go and go deeper and deeper and deeper inside. There is no end. It's just the programming what's makes an end to this. And I'm going back now. I think you saw this. And when you look into this and you look to what we have in the nature, you already saw that a lot of these patterns somehow are very similar to what we see in outside in the nature. And okay, 1 minute left in this video. To take this time for zooming to give you impression of the zooming. So where we came from, just, and remember before we were just here. It's just a little bit in we changed a little bit the location, and we get completely different pattern from the same formula. And now I'm doing the zooming again, and you will see that this was like before we were here, and this was then this. And I think we should go here and here to these two locations in the next video.